The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 100, Nasdaq's down 28, S&Ps are up 6, gold down $12, trading at $12.82. We have silver down 24 cents, $16.58. Oil's out there at about $57.15. Notes and bonds. So you get the 10-year note down 13 ticks, 124.18. 30-year bond up a full point plus 8 ticks, 153.01. We're going to get back into those notes and bonds because it's pretty cool. The last 2 days have been up with big volume, going to the swing point. Today, you're down with big volume, but they haven't broken a lower swing yet, so we'll see how that shakes out. King Dollar's up by 72 ticks, trading at 93.285. The euro's at 118 3/4 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is out here at 112 to the U.S. dollar. We get inside the NDX 100. What's hitting the NDX 100 this morning, folks, is Autodesk. Autodesk, you talk about taking a beating out here this morning. Autodesk is down 14.5%, or $18.98. You get AMAT down 4.5%. Lam Research is up 4%. Activision is up 4%. And King Amazon's never had so many sales, and bottom line, they sold it down to about $20. Right now, you're down 16. Millions and millions and millions of orders.
I believe it. I wasn't one of them this year, though.
I was.
Were you? Good.
You know what I got? I got 2 DNA testings.
Did you?
Ancestry.com.
Tell me how that goes, because that's my lineage as well. So there we go.
I can't wait. When we talk about lineage, I bet I'm Kevin Hinks' cousin. I bet we are.
Let's see. We'll find out.
Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. You want to understand the option market upside down. You want to understand the futures market. They have a great program. Now, wherever you're listening right now, if you're listening in your car, you're coming down Portland, Seattle, and it's early in the morning. What's it? It's 7 o'clock there, right? Remember, you can go right on your cell phone, TFNN.com. You hit Tiger TV. You're going to get some great programming all day long. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
I know you are my cousin.
Totally.
It's dangerous being around too much family, man.
I'm telling you, man.
That makes me your uncle, Tommy.
Right? I better watch out.
Oh, man, I'm telling you. You know, I've always wanted to get one of those kits, and when I jumped on Amazon yesterday, right? It was yesterday, Monday? No, Monday.
2 days ago,
Monday.
yeah.
And the top one was Ancestry.com.
I did see it myself.
$49 instead of $99. I says, hey, give me a couple of those.
Yeah.
You know?
That's my children have actually done that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I'm telling you, we'll see what happens. You know, it's really funny. If my grandmother's still alive, I said to my grandmother, so picture this, you know, my father had 13 in the family, right? And most of them kind of look like you, like meaning, you know, you got really light skin, right? And then there's a few of us that look like me. And I say to my grandmother, hey, Nana, well, like, when did the Spanish Armada get us, right?
Yeah,
oh,
Spanish-Irish.
I'm telling you, it was serious business. She's hitting me with Kevin, she's hitting me with a broom. You better never say that again.
The older generation.
Oh, it was serious, man.
Don't you talk about my bloodline like that.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm gonna find out. I'll be talking Spanish and, you know.
Oh, that'll be an interesting program. Tune in, everybody.
Oh, my God.
So, back to this market up triple digits again.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm watching some interesting movement here on a lot of names. How about Nordstrom this morning? Up 5 3/4%.
Wow.
What's going on in Nordstrom?
That is pretty cool, because the bottom line is that, you know, we've been talking about this too. It's the people that are standing. You know, look at that move, man. Wide price spread, big volume.
Move.
Yeah.
We've talked about the Nordstrom rack specifically, right?
Exactly.
Kevin, I know you like it. I like it. You know, that's they have a great brand, and that's what you need.
Tommy, but is a move like this possibly something going on with taking this company private?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
For sure.
better financing, something like that.
For sure.
If they found the money. And, there's a lot to be said about going private.
Especially
to
with
get
a good
straightened
name
out.
like that. You could see a good, big money coming in saying, we can make money with a company like Nordstrom.
Right.
For sure.
Kevin, what's wild, too, is that the Nordstrom deal, they actually had delivery way before anyone else had delivery. And it's too bad that they just didn't accelerate on that.
Sure.
I mean, because I remember specifically the first time that we saw Nordstrom, I saw it anyways, that I had an office up in Alaska in the 80s, okay? And that was huge up there. And then the shirts, I used to buy his shirts.
I remember.
I used to buy Tommy shirts, myself shirts, and we used to order them because there wasn't one in Boston. Do you know what I mean? And start ordering them, but bottom line is that maybe they're on their way back now.
We've got, the Thinkorswim platform on the Sizzle Index, which compares today's volume to that of the last 5 days.
Yes.
Big numbers.
Huge.
19 in the Sizzle Index.
Wow. Unreal.
Yeah.
Yep.
So volume, you're exactly right, Tom. This is a move on enormous volume.
Yep. You got to love it. And we're putting that Sizzle Index up right where we're talking with you. There's no doubt the action out here. Now we got the differential today inside the Dow versus the NDX. That Autodesk. That's dragging that baby down. That's getting burnt up a little here.
Yeah, look at that. Someone looks like they're buying the. Let's see what they're buying. It looks like a couple thousand lot, a 500 lot is traded, 1,000 lot is traded.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that's where the option market, folks, and that's where that defined risk makes such a difference, because you don't expect an Autodesk to open down that kind of number. I mean, you're talking about billion-dollar market caps here.
And they had huge layoffs, I think, right?
Is that what? I didn't pull the news yet.
Yeah.
I saw it last night. Last night after the close, it was trading down like $7 or $8, but not like it's down right now, no doubt. So what are we going to be talking about today, Kevin?
Today, advanced order entry.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to talk about all those things that, this doesn't sound like a very sexy show, but the clients really love to be taught how to put in like an order with an OCO.
Yes.
And things like that, and any advanced orders, stop orders, bracketed orders, any conditional orders, things like that. So we're going to work on that. It's always a good day to double back and talk about that.
And folks, when Kevin's talking about these orders, right, if you haven't test drove the Thinkorswim platform, please go over and do it. I remember the days when you couldn't do this, okay? And rolling, Kevin, used to be like so intense, man, because I'd always be saying, okay, am I going to roll this now? Am I going to roll this later? And now, folks, everything's so sophisticated that you can actually roll on one trade, okay? Mm-hmm. The bracketing is huge because the fact of the matter is that you can be covered and walk away from the computer, which is a huge deal.
Exactly.
Man,
You can put in all at once.
Right.
If your buy order fills in a stock, you can have a stop order below the market and a limit order above the market.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it, because you got to have a plan going into things.
Oh, you do.
So why not have that plan in place?
You do.
Definitely.
There's no doubt. Right here, folks, another 45 minutes. Just go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV.
Uncle Kevin Hinks.
Yeah.
We'll see you at 11, man.
I'll be waiting for my Christmas card.
There we go.
There you go. Have a great one, Kevin. Have a safe one, man.
Great day, guys.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials up 91, Nasdaq's down 34, S&Ps are up 4.5.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 66. You got the Nasdaq down 54. S&Ps are up 1. And just on that break there, the Nasdaq doubled the route down.
What's going on? What's going on that Nasdaq? Nasdaq 100? Totally.
NQ.
Hold on.
Yeah, when you see this is NQZ, man. When the Nasdaq goes, man, it goes. Look at that bar.
Spike.
You know, I believe went down like since this morning, like 100 points. Let's see, where
It's the high there.
No, 80 points. Well, actually, it's 70.
Yeah, 80 points exactly.
Yeah. So, and that's not stopping.
Hey, 80 points, 6,400. You're talking about 1.2%.
Yeah. And Autodesk now is down 16%. AMAT's down 7.
I think when we originally looked at it, the second, third, fourth spot was somewhere
4.
around 4.
They
That's what I was
were.
going to say. So now
They
you have
were.
stocks down 7, and 6%. Call it
God.
AMAT, Micron, Lam Research.
Look at that move.
Look at can you go back to the just because look how far back that goes.
Right.
October 11th.
Yeah.
In one day.
Yep. And 30 minutes.
Yeah. Right.
30 minutes.
Totally.
Let's go to
We got Vicky. In
Houston. Hey, Vicky, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good, thanks. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. Appreciate it.
What is going on with AMAT and MU and all of these tech stocks? Are just
They're selling them.
Selling them all at once.
So you're calling about NVIDIA. It's down $11.50. Now, do you own NVIDIA?
no. I thought it might be time to buy it.
Yeah, don't buy it. No, don't buy it yet. Don't buy it yet. NVIDIA can get all the way down to like 180 to 172.
You're looking at that September 15th kind of volume and
Yeah.
strength and gap right there.
Yeah. This is coming down hard, and this is how these things trade. What happens with it seems with equities in general, but the Nasdaq loves doing this. If you don't take your money, it's going to take it on you, and you know it rips apart. When this thing rips apart, now the heads up here, no doubt for the NDX 100 is the last big pullback that we had, which still wasn't huge. NVIDIA actually started it. Now NVIDIA didn't start this one; it was Autodesk that started it, but NVIDIA is going right along with it. You know, so the real key is going to be. Is this a real pullback?
More than a 30-minute spike? Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I just waited out, you know.
Can you see if there's any news on NVIDIA? I'm just curious. I mean, no matter what, they're all down, so it's not going to be an individual case.
I do have AMAT and MU, and they're way down. Should I get rid of them?
Oh, so you own AMAT and you own, yeah, I'd put stops in. Yeah, I mean, AMAT just gave back, yeah, you know, AMAT just gave back everything since October 13th. I mean, these are extraordinary runs. Stocks don't run up 50% in 5 months, and this they have. Yeah. So, you know, AMAT can get, well, it's already there, man. I mean, 52.28 would be the number on AMAT, and it hit 52.69.
That's kind of the high at the end of September there, that run.
You know, and let's put this. I'd put stops in all of them. I mean, because if this is a real correction, like I just brought AMAT up, and you're going to see that this, let me bring it back further. I mean, this hasn't corrected. Yeah, this hasn't corrected.
September of 15.
Yeah.
It's just been straight up.
And so if you do a normal correction, watch this. This gets scary. If you do even a correction that it's going to go a lot higher, it can go to 43. 43 is just a 0.382 correction of the move.
Starting from September 15.
Yeah.
It's like, so they're, you know, the 2-year straight run up, the 38% retracement would be $43.
Right. And that's a considered a retracement that it would still be in a bull market.
Sure.
You know, a normal retracement really is like almost 50%, which is $37. So.
How do you draw those lines again? Can we draw one more?
Yeah, you take that.
I'm going to draw one more.
Yeah, that
I'm just
one.
curious, even going from here.
Right.
I should probably sell that one.
Yeah, so we're like right at a 38 retracement from the run up in the beginning of that recent, you know, July move. But still.
This is what I do, Vicky. Right now, put a stop in. Okay, you don't have to sell it right now. I'd put a stop in over the low of today.
Over the low?
Yeah, over the low. Not, you know what I mean? Because meaning that the low is 52.69, right? And you can put it at like 52.80, 52.90, something like that. So I wouldn't let it go bust out, because if this busts out the low again, there's going to be so many orders there, it might be another point and a half down. And that way, you know, hey, if it goes all the way back up today, the bottom line is you're still in. If it comes back down the other side, you're out. Instead of just turning around and say selling it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, where should I put a stop on MU?
MU, let's go take a look at MU. So that's down about 8%, yeah. And what I do there, 44.25. You could the low is 43.65. You could do like 44. I don't know, 98, 40. I know 43.98, 44.04, something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't let it get to the bottom again.
Okay.
Because if it's going to bounce,
yeah, because it's already got $1 bounce from. It's a big number. It's like 2% bounce off the lows. And yeah, if it heads back down there, that means it's you know, dropping at least 2% intraday.
Yeah.
And
I'd get it in quick, because the way that this NDX is trading, now it's down 90. When we started the program, it was down 35. The break.
That's the NASDAQ one. Which one's NASDAQ 100?
Right.
Okay, it's down 90. Yeah.
Right. So when we started the program, it was down 35. We did a commercial break, it was down 70.
Yep.
Now we're down 90. So that means that there's more NDX stocks that they're selling now. And what happens is this. The equities that we're just talking about, they've had some of the best runs. So picture, just like you, just like anyone else, like, oh no, they're going to turn around and going to sell them. But what they're going to do, they're going to go to their other stocks in big portfolios that saying, oh, I got to take this money right now before they go from one sector to the next sector to the next sector, because that's what happens in a sell-off.
Okay.
Okay. Cooking.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Vicky.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. That's pretty intense.
It is. Those are some big movements, man. So what else we have going on today? It's Wednesday. You know, the day flew so quickly. In my 9 o'clock update, I was talking like it was Tuesday, but it's Wednesday, man. We have those EIA numbers coming out in 5 minutes.
Okay.
So I'm just pulling up right now, looking at the January contract, trading at about 57.76. Let's pull this up, see where we've been. And jumping around even, you know, this morning as about 5 a.m., we're below 57.50. Climbed almost up to $58 at about 10 o'clock, bouncing around a bit, 57.78. I'm just curious. We'll do this quickly. We got about a minute until the break, and we're going into the commodity spreads. We'll check out crude oil. Let's check out the 12 o'clocks, which are sometimes what we like.
Yeah.
They do line up, so 57.75 will be an opportunity if we want. 57.75 to the downside. And it looks like the bullish one's going to cost us about 21 pennies.
Okay.
And very similar because it's literally at 57.75. They're going to be identical upside downside, so you're looking at about $21 on each side.
Okay, so
$42 if
42 cents away from
57.75.
Okay, you stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 75. Nasdaq is down 80.
And we got a guest when we come back. I'm John Jameson talking about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. Quite a day, 11,000, man. Where are we going?
We're going. We are already at the moon. We'll see where we're going to go to Mars. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Oil. Bottom line is that the oil inventories fell.
Got a little spike up to 57.90, but literally within about 7 pennies of where we were before the news. And we can jump into that, but not too much market action as that goes too. We'll see.
Volatility, folks. We got it out here in spades today. Let's go over to our man, Mr. John Jameson. Bottom line is that when we're talking markets,
volatility.
We're talking volatility. Since Tommy and I have been on the air, you know, Bitcoin had hit 11,434. We're at 10,719 right now. It's given the Nasdaq a run for some volatility out here this morning.
It is.
John Jameson, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, morning, Tom. Morning, Tommy.
Morning.
I'm good.
So, quite
Yeah,
a day we chose, man. New highs every day. It seems like we could bring you on any day and would have new highs in the market.
The madness continues, yeah, absolutely. I know. It's come off quite a lot, though, as you just said, yeah, just recently, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we look 11,400 down to 10, you know, there's $700 in the span of a blip, man.
Right.
But quite,
Yeah.
we were at, you know, I was chatting with you yesterday, John, and we were chatting, and it was at 10,000, then said 10,700, and then said 11,400 today, and then it's back down 10,695 as we speak. So talk to us, maybe a little bit of the listeners, because, of course, one of the biggest questions anybody has, ourselves included, is at these prices, you know, are we in a bubble? I mean, literally, the news, which was amazing, I knew we were having John on today. I had Bloomberg on, checked over in CNBC, and everything was showing highlights of people being like, it's a bubble, it's a bubble, it's a bubble. And instinctively, you know, you might think so, but what's your take on what's kind of going on in the market right now, John?
Well, that's a great question. And as expected, when Bitcoin hits 10,000, the media goes into a frenzy around it, of course.
Yes.
And my opinion is Bitcoin in a bubble? Who knows? But that's not the real question. Everybody is looking at Bitcoin. Maybe some of you or some of your listeners are looking at it and going, how can this have happened? Where did this come from? And maybe they're secretly wanting it to go back down again.
That's for sure. Yeah. I would. Yep. No doubt.
We're traders. That's what you. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not in, you might be thinking you've missed it. And what I'm saying is that that's not the case at all. And to answer the question, if I can just a quick recap.
Yes.
Think of the media is using Tulip Mania as a great example. So let's use that here. So with Tulip Mania in the 1630s, the Dutch were bidding up the price of tulip bulbs to literally crazy prices. And 1636, I think it was, one of the top bulbs, the Semper Augustus, hit 2,500 florins, and it had doubled, okay, in price. And then, when everyone says it can't go any higher, it doubled again. Now, after that second doubling, of course, we all know what's happening. We all know what happened. It collapsed.
Okay.
And that's what people are using. They're using that analogy now with Bitcoin. So there's a little issue with that, though. And the issue is the smart people of the day weren't looking at the price of tulips. So they were looking at the Dutch East India Company and trying to acquire shares in that.
I see.
And so this is where the fortunes were made. So whilst everybody is concentrating on the price of tulips, smart money or big money is silently moving in to a new way of doing business. So the British East India Company and the Dutch East India Company basically owned half the world. They controlled half the world's trade, entire countries. They had a mercantile army. And if that sounds quite similar to maybe what China's doing right now, yeah, it is. If you think of India and the British East India Company, and then look at China and Africa today, you see quite a lot of similarities. So to get back to this, the point I'm trying to make is that everybody's concentrating on Bitcoin, but I think people who are doing that are missing the point, because the point, just like the East India Company was a new way of doing business.
Yes.
In the 17th century, this is a new way. Blockchain technology, which is behind Bitcoin,
right,
is the new way of doing business now.
So it's kind of like figuring out what blockchain is where it's going to be, right? You know, what's the next business, right?
Exactly. So the key to this is to look at these, because it's not just one blockchain, of course. There are many different types.
Okay.
And they all have different services and purposes. And the key is to look at where the money is moving behind them, who are backing them, and where you can expect that to go. So, for example, if a lot of traders are looking at this market and they don't truly understand what's going on, would it surprise you to know that in the last 7 days, it's actually been possible to buy a Bitcoin for $2,500?
I'd say that would surprise almost anybody.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Sure. Well, it has been possible to do that. And so, for example, if you were buying specific coins Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of last week, $2,500 then would now be, again, it's come off a little this morning, but as of early this morning, that would have been around about just under $12,000.
So how do we do that? Let's go.
Volatility, baby.
Well,
you want volatility, right?
Am I saying it's easy? No.
That's a good secret.
So you see, everyone's looking at the price of Bitcoin and everyone's comparing it to the US dollar.
Yes.
So what you want to think about is changing that to thinking in Satoshis and thinking about which tokens, coins, currencies, blockchains are out-accelerating the move in Bitcoin. And believe it or not, there are 2 or 3 coins that have great potential.
Wow.
And when you say Satoshi, explain what's a Satoshi? Just I understand it, but for people listening.
Sure, that's the minimum unit of movement in the cryptocurrency universe. So it's just like a pip. It's just like a pip in the foreign exchange.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so think of it like that.
Because you don't. I was just gonna say you don't have to buy everyone. If you don't know Bitcoins, you don't have to buy a Bitcoin. When you buy a Bitcoin, you're buying 0.00,
Yes,
right? And that's where
that.
you can, So just as people getting into it,
That's a Satoshi.
right? And what
pip
is it? A thousandth, John? I forget what decimal a Satoshi is of a Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's 100 millionth of a Bitcoin.
100 millionth. That's
Wow.
yeah.
It's a tiny amount. So yeah, it's a tiny amount. So if you think like that, then it becomes, I'm not saying it's common, but certainly in the last 7 days, in fact, in the last 5 days, $2,500 in the right 2 coins buys you a Bitcoin today.
That is wild, man.
It is.
So it's a brave new world out here. That's the bottom line. And, it's great you're educating us and getting us heads wrapped around it, because it's going to take a bit to
It's here to
understand.
stay. I believe in it as well.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is one thing that's the attention grabber, the headline grabber, and any major news media outlet, they're in the business of making headlines, and their copywriters this morning are definitely writing copy about Bitcoin, right? I mean, of course. What else are you writing? You wouldn't be a good copywriter if you weren't.
Well, yeah.
But that's not the nature of the beast that might be underlying potentially what.
And John, they had that Coinbase, get together in New York yesterday, and one of the Bloomberg writer is saying, he had been there last year, the year before, and he says it was all hoodie sweatshirts, and they showed pictures of it, and you got all the wingtips and the
elites are
the
here.
suits. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So why don't you stay with us, John? All right, we'll go to the break, and we can talk a little bit more when we come back.
Great stuff. Fantastic.
Awesome. Stay right there, folks. John Jameson, Tom and Tommy O'Brien. We want to hear from you. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. You have the Dow Industrials up 100. Nasdaq is down 56. S&P's trading up 4. We're going to be right back, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. It's that time of year again. The TFNN Salvation Army Tiger Dollar Holiday Sale is back. Through this Sunday only, you can get a 25% bonus on any Tiger Dollar purchase, and up to 10% of whatever you spend will be donated to the Salvation Army in your name. This sale only comes around once a year and is one of the most rewarding promotions we have. Tiger Dollars are a great way to add extra savings to any TFNN product or service. Whether you're considering signing up for any newsletter or workshop in the future, or you're already a subscriber, Tiger Dollars offer an immediate savings on any TFNN newsletter, webinar, workshop, or Master Trader series. And they never expire and are fully transferable to friends and family. For all the details and to take part in this special promotion, visit the front page of TFNN.com before this sale ends Sunday, December 3rd. And happy holidays from TFNN. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 101. You get the Nasdaq down 57. S&Ps are up 3. We are talking with our man, Mr. John Jameson. We are talking markets. We're talking the new frontier.
And as we're talking, man, Bitcoin is jumping around. It was just at 10.4. Now it's at 10.560. So, John, I know we've been chatting, and I think we're going to try, you're putting together a service, the Jameson Letter, to kind of talk about what you talk about on a daily basis and diving into the world of cryptocurrencies. And tell us a little bit about what you're thinking maybe next month when you get into this and you start this service with, you know, in this arena of all the cryptocurrencies, kind of what you're going to be talking about.
Yeah, well, I think one of the big problems that people have, one of the barriers that people have, existing traders have, is just getting their heads around everything and trying to get everything into context. Because most of the things that are explained online are explained technically, and the ones that aren't explained technically, it's difficult to tie everything together. So that's what the Jameson Letter will do.
That is so cool.
It is, man, because I know it. John and I have chatted for literally hours because you can just get into these, and I want to know about it, just like any trader. There's a lot to learn in terms of the technical aspect and how that applies to what's going on in each one.
Well, you know what's so cool, too? This is even more than trading. For us, it's great trading, but it is going to be so big.
It is.
I mean, like, the person on the street wants to know, you know, what is it, right? I mean, you don't have to even be trading it to understand it, because it's going to affect people's lives, right?
And I think what's great is there's an informational gap right now.
Yeah, there is. It's huge. It's huge.
And that's correct. There's a huge vacuum, absolutely.
So tying that in together with the other cryptocurrencies, John, you know, we hadn't even touched on Ethereum yet, and that's, you know, a big player, of course, of what's going on. But if you could speak a little bit about, and you kind of did, talking about, you know, the other cryptocurrencies and how they've reacted to Bitcoin, but how you'll kind of speak about that in the letter and how it's not just going to be a Bitcoin kind of service, because that's not where the market is.
Right.
You know?
That's right. The letter's really concentrated on blockchain. Think of Bitcoin right now as the gatekeeper.
Okay.
You know, as you say, there is an information vacuum. The average person, or most traders, they don't really understand the process.
Right.
But you've still got to go from fiat currencies, dollars, euros, pounds, into Ethereum or Bitcoin, and then you've got to trade it into something else. And you typically can't do that at one place. So you need an exchange, for example, to get out of fiat currency into Bitcoin.
Okay.
Then you need to transfer that to a trading exchange, and then typically the trading exchanges don't allow you to transfer your Bitcoin balances back into fiat currency, so you have to transfer them back to where they came from, and then transfer them back into fiat currency. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why we talk for hours. Seriously,
This
no,
is
go
cool.
ahead. Yeah.
This is crazy. Okay, in a good way.
Right. No, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What I think. Well, not what I think. What I'm going to put together is basically a series of how-to videos. So I'm not just going to go on there with a newsletter and say, buy this, do that, do this, because even the sentence, what coins or tokens, most people are going to go, well, I don't know what a token. What's the difference between a coin and a token?
Yeah.
Sure.
Buy it how, right? What it? Yeah.
Right.
No, definitely.
Right.
Exactly. So this starts at the beginning, and it's how to get money into the cryptocurrency world.
Yes.
How to manage it, how to move it around, how to have the confidence to move it around quickly, how to protect it, and also, this is the Wild West. This is the beginning of something, and it's the technology behind it. I've got a computer science background, and that's why I realized how the opportunities here with the blockchain. And so with this, it's really, most people just get confused because it's not a one-stop shop. So it's basically a plain English guide to how to read this market. Because the main points of it are you can short-term trade it for sure, but also there are some opportunities right now for ordinary people to get in at prices that really are not available in the stock market. You see,
Yes.
the stock market is there and designed to make the owners of a company rich, not you rich. And so let's use Facebook as a classic example. If you wanted to buy Facebook, you had to wait to the IPO on the 18th of May 2012.
Right.
And let's just say you got filled on the open. So let's just say you bought 500 shares and you got filled.
Yep.
And you loved it. You loved the product. You loved it. So you bought it. Well, you did pretty well. And even though you had to endure a bit of pain for a few years while it got its advertising revenues up to the pricing levels.
Right.
You're sitting right now, as of last Friday, on about a 380% return. So what if today a lot of companies are coming to market late in their cycle, and it's making it harder than ever to get hold of something. And so what if you could have bought Facebook in 2009, but not pay $38 for it, pay $3.51?
Right. Right.
Well, now you'd be sitting on a 5,113% return.
Yeah. Big difference. Right.
Massive difference. And my point is, in order to do that, you would have had to have had at least $1 million, maybe $2 million to have a seat at the table. Now, you can get into, if you understand or have a good understanding of blockchain technology and the way that basically it is a new layer that think of it simply as this. The internet right now is dumb. It can't do anything. It works by copying. If you can think of blockchain as a layer that's just engulfing that, encapsulating it, literally being built on top of it, that makes the internet smart. And if you think about the transition from your 2002 dumb smartphone to an iPhone, that's the difference this is going to make. And it's a question of the killer app. What's the killer app for this?
Okay.
Right now, years ago, I was around in 1986, starting a fledgling IT consultancy business. And the killer app for PCs was a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
The killer app for, I was setting up emails in 1992 when you had to write code to actually dial into a service. Then 1993, the killer app for every man, Mosaic browser. And
right.
we know what happened. We know what happened after that.
What's so wild, John, is that Lotus 123, right? Mitch had an office 2 doors down from my office.
Wow.
I remember when there was 3 people, and it says that was that crazy, man. That was 1982, I think, but it was.
Wow.
And that changed everything, man. Sure.
It did.
Yeah.
So the Jameson letter, really what we're doing is we're discussing blockchain technology. We're discussing the players behind, these blockchains. Is a coin that's going to help you, have your pet groomed going to make it, or is a technology that's going to use a token that has the ability to overtake and be the market leader and beat Ethereum to the spot? Then those are the sort of things we'll be talking about.
we are going to get so smart.
That's right, man.
I love
We've got
it.
a lot to learn.
No,
Seriously.
totally. It's so exciting, man, because it's so brand new. Do you know what I mean?
And
yeah.
You know, as traders, investors, we like a little
Right.
volatility, you know, and
yeah.
And just like John talks about the opportunities there, where it's pretty staggering when you look at Facebook. For all they've done well, you're still only up
Yeah, exactly.
380%.
Exactly.
They've basically crushed the world
Right.
in every aspect.
And when there's new things like this is when the opportunities are there. That's the bottom line. You know, 2 or 3 years from now, it's not going to be opportunity like you're going to be able to give
Right.
us through this letter.
John,
You know what I mean?
thank you so much. We're going to have you on again sometime soon, and we'll be talking about next month, that beautiful letter. We look forward to it, man.
That's great. Thanks for having me.
Have a
Okay,
great
guys.
one, John. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A share bull and bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge Heard Daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. So oil caught a bid, up about 45 cents, right?
It sure did, yes. It was trading right almost to the penny, 57.75 before the numbers came out, 58.18. So about, give it 39 pennies.
Yeah.
No, excuse me, 44 pennies, right?
And we needed 42. It's interesting.
It's kind of right at that break even to the positive side, and we'll just dig in real quick for the final few minutes here. And it was pretty close to estimate, so it's surprising, but as we know, oil, it's always interesting, man. That doesn't really react sometimes, and then what, 10, 15, 20 minutes later, boom, you get like a 25.
And the OPEC meeting's starting tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it came in at minus 3.4 million barrels. The estimate was almost about minus 3 million barrels. So pretty close in line. You had Cushing crude minus about 3 million barrels, PAD 3 crude minus only about 200,000. Gasoline, though, check that out, plus 3.6 million barrels. The estimate was only plus 1 million. So it's interesting.
Lots of gasoline.
You have lots of gasoline, and you have less crude. And there's post up here talking about the crack spread. Here you go. Gasoline inventories go up, crude goes down. That's a surefire way to crash the crack spread. Yeah. Gasoline margins tank. That'll be interesting for sure.
Yeah. My man, Mr. Andy Heck will be all over that.
That's right.
No doubt.
Interesting for sure. Now we'll jump back. Where is it? Yeah, it's climbing as we speak, so we'll see. And what would have been nice is we would have had until noon making that trade. That's why I like those noons versus the 11s, because as we know, it takes some time for the market to react.
To digest it. Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
For sure.
And if we do go look inside that market, so the Dow is kind of flattened out at 90 to 100.
To the upside.
Exactly.
Pretty wild.
NASDAQ is flattened out 80 to 90 in the downside. I want to go look at the Qs just for a second.
Interesting diversion.
Isn't it?
You have Facebook down big.
Yeah.
Netflix down big. Chipotle is looking for a new CEO. You see that?
Yeah.
They're positive, I think, today on that news. Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Got swim lessons coming up next. Then I'm Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Bam! Look at him, folks.
Basil Chapman will be hosting a full-day Master Trader class Friday, December 8th from 9 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. This live 7.5-hour online class will teach you the complete concepts of Basil's Chapman Wave trading methodology, along with a variety of indicators and charting patterns that Basil uses on a daily basis, including the concept of higher peaks and lower troughs, the importance of the Peak D, buy and sell modes, sustaining rallies and declines, MACD, stochastic, moving averages, on-balance volume, and much more. Everyone that attends will also receive Basil's CD book introducing the Chapman Wave methodology, a $249 value, along with 1 month of his daily trading newsletter, The Opening Call, a $128 value. Basil will be using live charts where and when possible in the webinar to show the concepts of his trading methodology, which works on all time frames. For all the details and to reserve your spot today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. It's that time.